unbelievable. So after barely surviving that nightmare of 2008, both Tesla and SpaceX just skyrocketed. I mean, incredible success. But here's the twist. As his companies reached these incredible heights, his public life, well, that's when things started getting really messy, filled with controversy and scandal.
And all this professional success, it really came with a huge personal price tag. He's been married a few times, and he's been open about the insane personal toll it takes to run these companies. He also went through the tragic loss of his first child, Nevada, as an infant, just an absolutely heartbreaking event that he says really shaped his whole perspective on risk and the urgency behind his mission.
And this really brings us to the core of how people see him, right? On one hand, his supporters will say he's a true visionary, dragging humanity into the future, whatever it takes. On the other hand, his critics see a reckless, erratic guy who's just gambling with everything. So which is it? Well, like with most things, the truth is probably somewhere in that messy middle. And let's be real, the controversies have been a lot. There's been no shortage of them. We've just got a few of the big ones here. Remember that tweet during the Thai cave rescue? Or that time he was on the Joe Rogan podcast? And then, of course, the whole saga of buying Twitter for $44 billion, renaming it X, and turning the whole thing upside down. So let's fast forward to today. Where are we now? Well, Elon Musk is sitting on top of this empire of companies. You've got SpaceX and Tesla, of course, but also Neuralink, which is working on brain-computer interfaces. Yeah, you heard that right. And The Boring Company. They're all pushing the absolute limits of what we think is possible. And if you ask him why do all this crazy stuff, his answer is actually pretty consistent. He'll say his mission, his whole reason for being, is to ensure the long-term survival of humanity. And to do that, he says, we need to become a multi-planetary species and switch to sustainable energy. It literally sounds like a plot from one of those sci-fi books he loved as a kid.
I mean, when you step back and look at it, what a journey. From this bullied kid in South Africa teaching himself to code, to becoming one of the most powerful and influential figures in modern history.